Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So, coffee, I didn't bother with the yogurt because went to Walmart last night and I got blueberry waffles and blueberries. So that should be good. So, did my wash yesterday. Thanks to the person they sent me PayPal, I went and I got my soaps. I got different fragrance. You kind of get tired of the same thing. I got a lavender and a shea butter for next. Once I'm done that, I like to switch things up. And then in a couple of months, I'll go again and get something else in a different. Probably about 3 months. I have to call the pensions today. Leah's not feeling good. She stayed home. The fawn is getting ready. She's not going to work because Ian has jury duty, and if he has to stay there, if they select him, and he might be there 2-3 days or something, she'd be without a vehicle, right? So she's going to drive him in. I was called in when I was younger. I think they paid me for, I can't remember, I know food. I think they might have paid me for the day. I wasn't selected because at the time I was working at the courthouse. I was working at small claims, and all the lawyers that was up there, they knew me, they seen me all the time, right? So I think maybe that. But they did bring the guy in. But when we were at the courthouse here, everything's video, so they probably won't even bring him to the courthouse. They'll probably have him at the jail and video. Definitely would save money. And not only that, because they don't have to transport them. Remember that time when we were living in St. John? They wrote a book on that Miramichi guy. There's even a book on him. They were transporting him, I think, to the courthouse or from jail to jail or something. Some way, somehow, This is before his big trial had to be, because he would have been up in Dorchester, close to, that's where he ended up at, the big jail up there. But I don't know what he was doing. It wasn't it must have been the Loch Lomond jail. That was just up from where we lived. Well, he broke free anyway. They closed all the schools down in that area. Roland and Fonda went to that school, and they used to walk up. We had to go get them. Because they thought he might be hiding in that path where they walk. Eleanor dear. I don't know. It's kind of fishy, the story behind that. I don't know if he really done it. When me and Linda dropped her husband from there, Mississippi, she explained me, and she told me the houses and everything when we drove through. Dropped him off at the campground, whatever, to go fishing the weekend. We were going to Dorchester to go pick up her grandmother's rocking chair that she left her. I went for the drive because I wasn't doing anything, and I never seen that part. I've been to Rishabak though. I think it was at Miramichi in Newcastle, but that was a long time ago. But then we had to go up and around. I think her husband there was no internet back then and that. Loaned me the book. But the city was, everybody was frantic until they got him. I don't know how he escaped transit. They got in handcuffs on it, but I remember that. I was frantic. Had to hurry up and go get the kids. I didn't want them to walk through that thing. Gotta be there for 9:30. Takes about 45 minutes to get there. But anyway, they'll be leaving soon. especially this time of morning. Maybe in the daytime you can make it in a half hour, but that road be busy right now. A lot of people live in Wetaskiwin, but they work in Edmonton. More jobs, more money probably, that's why. I don't think there's a whole lot of work. All they have for government, they do have. Well, I don't know. Millet had a motor vehicle. But anyway. Out of all the areas around, I still like Beaumont. It's clean. I forgot to look at the name. Who sent? I seen the name, but I say thank you anyway. She knows who she is. I don't think I've seen the name before. That's for. But anyways. Christmas coming soon. I was hungry. I just had a slice of pizza last night and a couple of those chicken things. Chicken tenders are pretty good. Pizza Hut. Not tenders, chicken. It's all boneless anyway. Sweet and sour, I think, or honey garlic she gets. I do the ones on top because they're not, because the sauce goes down, right? They pour it over, but it goes down, so it's not so. The ones on top is good for me. Walked over it. I took a nap at lunchtime. Woke up. I was kind of hungry, but I really didn't. It was like going on 3-4 o'clock. I'm like, oh my goodness, can't eat now. So I went and got a apple fritter and I went and got a French vanilla. Haven't had French vanilla in the wintertime and iced coffee in the summertime. Yeah, an apple fritter. Not as big as what they used to be. Oh my God. Small little thing like this. I'm like, what? It used to be. Used to be a lot bigger. Couldn't believe how small. Had to look twice. Even their donuts look smaller. than what they used to. Some of them. The Boston cream and all that's okay, but there are a couple of donuts that I looked at and they looked, the maple glaze with the whatever there, that looked kind of small. So that's about it. Go out and have my cigarette, upload the video, stay in the pond. I don't know what time she'll be back. She gotta wait to see what they're gonna do. They're gonna pick Ian or not. He'll be there probably a couple days anyway, if he's picked. I guess a couple of times before, but they canceled it or something. Something happened. So anyways, I think they do a check or something. Maybe nowadays they might do direct deposit, but I think they write out a check, so it's like tax-free and all that. Because it's not part of payroll. They're not going to go set up a whole payroll. Just like when I worked for 2 days there in New Brunswick, voting. Election Canada, whatever, they just did a check to the people. Everybody got paid the same. We had to go in for training to show us what to do, and that was like 4 hours, and then the whole day. Like the whole day, the next day. Like 12 hours, it was the whole day. Like had to be in there, I think, 8 until 8 or something like that. Like it was 12 hours. And then they gave us an hour, I think it was done at 9, closed or something. Then they gave us an hour that we could go have something to eat. Tax-free, they just check, nothing taken out, or it was a pretty good check. Anyhow, so you guys all have a good day and stay safe, and it's cigarette time.